stopping a little bit along the way and have a little bit of fun and see some sights. This is the first time I've been down here in many, many years. My family used to drive down to the Keys all the time we lived in Miami. This is Annette's first time in Key West, or first time going to the Keys. She lived in Florida for many years as well, but never has done the Keys. So as a prelude to one of our next activities, we decided let's go down to the Keys. It's just going to be a hop in. We're going to zip down, spend a night, come back. So we're not going to be there for days, but we definitely wanted to go and give her the key driving experience.
Come on, let's go.
All right, we've made it to our first stop.
Yay!
Yay, first stop on our way down to Key West. We're stopping at Robert Is Here.
Hi, Robert.
What is Robert Is Here? It is a popular fruit stand with rare and exotic fruits. Some you may not have even ever heard of. And they've got animal and plant farm here too. You can play with the chickens and all sorts of crazy stuff like that. They're also known for their outstanding milkshakes. So I think we're going to probably get a milkshake while we're here before we continue our drive. Fruit stand started in 1959 when a little boy named Robert wanted to sell some of the family's fruit at a fruit stand. He put a sign out, his dad put a sign out that said, "Robert is here." And they sold out of all the fruit by noon. So that's how it all started back in 1959. And it's turned into basically like a destination, a stop for a lot of people on the way to the Keys and on the way to the Everglades. Here you can see you're here at Robert Is Here. Only 13 miles from the monkey jungle. Everglades Alligator Farm is only 3 miles away. Only 6 miles to the Coral Castle. We were talking about that. Unique, historic castle place. Everglades only 10 miles away. And they have fresh Cuban sandwiches here. So here are the milkshake options here. Mix up to 3 fruits. Looks like some pretty good combinations here. Some jackfruit, tastes like pineapple and vanilla. The lady papayas. I like eating some of the dried papaya chunks. Got some passion fruit, sapadilla, Kenistel. Eat when extremely soft, tastes like a sweet and creamy egg custard. I have never heard of that. Thai bananas. They've got a bunch of shells here. Some black sapote. I'm assuming it's sapote. Tastes like chocolate pudding. Right when fruit turns completely black and is leaking black juice. That sounds like it would be the worst time to eat it, but apparently that is the best time. Got some saltwater taffy. All right, here we got some alligator sticks. Some alligator jerky, Buffalo Bob's. Delicious Kent mangoes, some of the best mangoes. I love mango. I'm definitely going to be getting some mango with my shake. So lots of pickles and some corn and some habanero pickles and lots of barbecue sauces, all sorts of sauces and seasonings and stuff like that. Found the awesome sauce. Coconut patties that are key lime. That sounds pretty good. We do like key lime. And how about this?
That's the only gator I'll eat.
A Choco Gator. 6 baby gators in here. Tastes like chocolate. So that's what gators taste like. Chocolate, not chicken. Chocolate. And they've been serving people for over 61 years. A little family photo there. So here's some Indian River Pomelo, the original grapefruit. And there's some samples we can enjoy. Try a sample of pomelo. Here they got some fresh boiled peanuts. And they got them right here in the slow cookers. Do not help yourself. But they've got them all going in these cookers, so they're going to be freshly boiled. Does look a little like a grapefruit, but it's a little drier. Definitely has a grapefruit taste. It's not necessarily as sour as a grapefruit, but you try. She is going to decline. I get to have this Indian River pomelo all to myself. So there's lots of stuff going on here, not just fruit, animals, and fun. And it definitely has that old classic Florida attraction. And by that I mean things like Gatorland, the Monkey Jungle, things that existed before Disney that are just these old side of the road attraction kind of things. Look at this pretty little one. Chicken just hanging out right here. Just hanging out on the table, chilling out. Well, hello, our emu friend. Some turtles here hanging out, having a little bit of a gathering. This is how we make baby turtles, right over here. Well, we've seen enough of that, but lots of animals here. Which shake do you recommend here? It's like a little toucan. Checking a few more things, and then we're gonna skedaddle. We got a road to get on.
Places to go.
We got places to go. We got to go head south. There's definitely a festival of animals here. Goat up there on top of the. Yeah. He's climbed up.
Yeah.
I'm the king of the hill. Pretty interesting place, no?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Looks like over in the distance here they got an arena or something like that. I know that they do live music here on the weekends. Looks like they got a barbecue food truck here. Probably opens a little bit later in the day. But let's go get us a shake and then hit the road. So it looks like if you need to exchange your shake for a different flavor, there's an additional $5 fee. So I guess if people are trying things, then sometimes they don't like, apparently. Homemade salsa and guacamole. So what shake did you get?
Chocolate and pineapple.
I went to fairly traditional mango pineapple. Some fresh key limes. I remember we used to get key limes all the time. And here's some Persian limes. Shakes have arrived. It's pretty gosh darn tasty. It is pretty gosh darn tasty. These shakes are as good as advertised. Highly recommended. It's the Southernmost Purple Martin house in the USA. And I'm assuming that is a purple martin. We are passing by the Florida Everglades off to our right. Yeah, we've stopped at the Rain Barrel Village. This sort of art collective and shopping, and home of one interesting little roadside artifact we'll show you momentarily. A lobster shirt. So it's just this interesting little art village. They've got everything with art. There's some outdoor furniture here. There is glass blowing going on today. It's kind of a neat little oasis. So now We come out front to the real attraction here, Betsy the Lobster. Renowned to be reportedly the largest lobster in the world. But Canada apparently has a disagreement with that. What does Canada know about gigantic, oversized lobsters? Nothing, I don't think. It was created in, I think, around 1980, early 80s. And this is not the original location, but it was moved here. The original shopping center became a Montessori school. So now, Betsy resides right here at the Rain Barrel Shopping Village here, where she welcomes travelers. Do you want a lobster roll?
Pass.
And we are going to continue on our way a little bit further south in the direction of Key West.
That way.
Let's boogie.
Let's go.
We've got a drawbridge up ahead, so traffic is going to grind to a halt for a while. Now we're going to stop for lunch up ahead here at a place called Sparky's Landing. That's a little over a half hour ahead for us. For you, it may seem like seconds. I don't know about Mrs. Coaster here, but I'm hungry. Open Tuesday to Saturday. And today's specials and frozen drinks. So it looks here like we got some wine offerings, and then over here we got some other cocktails going on. And we've already ordered. Annette has gotten a chocolate, and we got some copyrighted music. Talk, 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 talk. Annette has ordered a chocolate virgin daiquiri, and I'm going to get a mango again. And looking at the back side, I got wood-fired pizza, lots of different pizza options, some salads, and fresh seafood as well. And Annette's virgin chocolate shake, for lack of a better word, has arrived. She's pretty happy with that. She will not get wasted as the passenger. I've gone for mango again. Nice mango daiquiri. Your food good?
Delicious. Yes, the what was it? Fish wrap, blackened fish wrap. I don't know what kind of fish it was. I don't remember.
It was grouper.
Delicious. No, blackened grouper wrap. It's delicious.
Yes, and I got the mahi dolphin tacos, and they were also quite tasty. And we've got a really nice view here, and the temperature is just nice. It was a good stop on our way down to Key West. Still moving. We're going to get there sooner or later. I wish we had more time. We basically are in about 30 hours or 32 hours down and back to Miami. So we're not nearly going to spend as much time as we'd like to in different spots. We are zipping down, zipping back up, and we're just kind of hitting stuff as we can. We're going to have a lot of fun doing so, aren't we?
Sure.
All right, first key lime of the taste tournament going on here. This is from Sparky's Landing in Marathon. Oops. Making a mess of that.
There you are.
We finished a delicious lunch here, right on the water. You can see a bar and restaurant here is right by the water. Here comes Mrs. Coaster now. And it's right here along the water. Looks like a jet ski tour here. If you wanted to take a little tour around. And some folks hanging around doing, I don't know, maybe it's a deal or something going on. So what did you think? Is that good?
It was really good. It's a nice little place.
Yeah.
It was lovely.
Yeah, it was
Pelicans.
some yummy food and yummy key lime pie.
Oh, there he is. There's a manatee.
Oh, look, there is a manatee. Yeah, right here. Just barely visible under the water. There it is. Yeah, there we just broaching the surface. Very cool.
Oh, look at that thing.
There's mommy right beneath the waves. Baby's popped up a couple times.
20 minutes.
Where's the baby? Popped up. We have made a pit stop here at the 7 Mile Bridge. So named because it's darn near 7 miles across to the next key. So we're stopping here for a brief moment. We're gonna take some pictures and stuff. I think we're gonna stop here tomorrow for a little bit longer time because we have a little more time. We are trying to get in time for a check-in and do a couple things Key West. So we are walking adjacent to the 7 Mile Bridge here. And what we're on, this pedestrian bridge, is Old 7 Mile Bridge. Old 7 Mile Bridge originally was constructed 1909, 1912, when the Florida East Coast Railway ran on it. And when the Labor Day hurricane of 1935 happened, a lot of bridges were destroyed, a lot of the railroad infrastructure and crossings were damaged, and they went bankrupt. So they sold the bridges to the state of Florida, who then put road decks on them. So a couple of these older bridges are basically, they're the old railroad bridges with road decks slapped on top of them. In the case of this one, 7 Mile Bridge, operated until 1980 when it closed. So one of the interesting things about it here, see these guardrails? These are the original guardrails for the roadway. They are made of the railroad track ties. They're made from the railroad tracks, basically. Became the guardrails. Now what's here has been restored. They recently restored and repaired some of the bridge because it was crumbling and falling apart. But you can see these pieces on the side and in the guardrail here, that's the original stuff. And when they placed the road deck on there, it was very narrow. Basically between these guardrails were two lanes only of oncoming traffic. So you've got 2 lanes, traffic going against each other. There's no shoulder, there's nowhere to pull off. If there was an accident, everything was just borked for hours. But they caped the bridge. Now, this part here, this access, 2.2 miles to Pigeon Key, which is partway across the channel. And that is where they housed workers who were building the bridge and some of the Florida Overseas Scenic Highway. arriving in Key West. We are finally landing on the correct island for the end of our day. Quite the finish to getting to Key West. So we've made it to our hotel, which is Casa $325, right off of Duval Street, the center of a lot of activity and things going on. House a little bit off of the road with the narrowest alley. Let's look at this real quick. So you come in through this alley, which we've got a small Prius, and the thing was beeping constantly at, hey, there's objects. It's very, very narrow. We just barely made it through. And then we came in here and there were two other cars trying to get out. So it was quite the interesting mess here as we figured, as we got waved around, and we finally got parked. That's us right there. We finally got parked. The other car got out. But it's very tight quarters. And they tell you that. They tell you that it's very tight and have a small car because it's not going to work with bigger cars. But and we have a pool area. It's our pool area right here. Into things. We are in room 10, a queen studio overlooking the pool, or yeah, studio or whatever they call the room. But this is our hotel. A couple of chairs over here, table, some Kleenex, and I think it's probably a connecting door to our neighbors, so we won't be using that. We got a queen bed here and a nightstand, and there is an outlet right behind there. A little TV, just a little flat screen TV. That's okay. We're not really going to be using the TV. We're not going to be here long enough. And we got a little bit of a blinds and some palm trees here outside of our window, which is pretty. And we've got a little small refrigerator and microwave, some utensils and stuff where we could fix a little something, or at least heat, or just eat some food that we got to go. So we got a decent enough setup. We're only here for a short time, so we don't need to use that too much. Another nightstand over here, a second luggage rack, another outlet. It looks like we've got some extra pillowcases and pillows and ironing in here. And we'll see if we can, well, we'll see if we can put that together later. And then clearly no smoking. And here's the bathroom. Got a pedestal sink, the obligatory toilet, some towels, basket of towels too. That's kind of neat. Haven't seen something like that before. A little basket of towels, some hand towels, and a shower. So that's it. Yeah, it's a pretty decent sized room, and it's not fancy, but it's very clean, and it's close to the action. All right, so that's it for the trip down to Key West. Now we're gonna go out and have some fun in Key West. But that's in another video. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends. And remember, kids,
have a good
time all the time.